Got my door gonna rise, and my soul.
Welcome to 2K Sports Press. Of the NBA, but the bad news is there is no basketball, there is no NBA. The game has been canceled. Ha ha! Happy April Fool's Day, baby! This is the NBA, and we've got a great one in store. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and two Hall of Famers. Doris Burke here at the table, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. We'll see the Oklahoma City Thunder and the Los Angeles Clippers. Now here's Jackson. Wendell Carter unable to get his last shot to go. Shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander. Jackson misses. Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. Here's Bridges. Pass to man. Back to Bridges. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Giddey. Up and in on the layup. Giddey's got the first points up on the board here for Oklahoma City.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
First team foul.
First quarter, just over a minute played. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Thunder ball.
And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. Over George. Misses off the right iron. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Thanks. Mark Dagnall and I got a chance to talk for a bit. Going against one of the elite players in the league in Kawhi Leonard, he knows they have their work cut out for them. Coach said Kawhi is the complete player. He doesn't make mistakes. We can't count on them losing this game. We need to win it for ourselves. So they will try and be the aggressors tonight. Try. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks, David. For the three, off the mark, his first miss of the game, 1 for 2. Now here's Leonard. And he drives in, and it's Leonard with the jam.
Boy, what is more fear-invoking than Kawhi off the bounce near the cup? Look out.
And Greg, you look at the power that Kawhi Leonard plays with, incredibly strong for his position.
And Kevin, it helps him finish through contact on offense. And it also lets him guard bigger men. Kawhi makes great use of that strength on the wing.
Here's George after the made shot from Wendell Carter. Inside, stolen by Carter. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in the corner. First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in. Down low, here's Bridges, 6 to shoot. Back to Carter, stolen by Zubac. Here we go, one-on-one. Outside for Jackson. And Leonard has it in the corner. Jackson with it. Driving the lane. And the dunk by Jackson.
And with a quick first step, Jackson remains a threat to drive on any defender.
Bridges outside. Pass to Carter. And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Now George. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And the dunk by Zubac.
This guy is such a tough cover in the pick and roll. Paul George threading the needle perfectly. Excellent pass.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Intercepted. Here's Mann. Lays it up off the glass.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Pass to George. .27 seconds left to play here in the first. 5 to shoot. Lets it go with a 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
I always feel like when Paul George rises and fires from 3, he believes it's going down. Great confidence behind that three-point shot.
To the paint. Leonard with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. It's stolen by Carter. And that concludes the first quarter of play.
With the score.
Clippers lead by 5. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles.
All right. Look who's coming on to the court.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Los Angeles?
Guys, right from the start, it's been apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
I think the other thing they've had going for them is their passing. Plenty of their baskets have come off assists.
Pass to Brown. Pulls it from the elbow. And too long on the shot. Thunder trailing by 5. To the wing right side. And Brand wide open. He shoots. Roby makes a fantastic move and nails the shot. Roby's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Thunder. Here's Kennard. Pass to Gasol. And here's Kennard. Here's Man. A three-pointer, no good. Out to the right wing. And so many teams looking to space the floor. Greg, how many non-shooters can you play and still have a good offense?
Well, I think most teams go 4 out, meaning you got to have at least 4 guys that are a threat on the perimeter, keeping a vertical spacer at that dunker spot. But if your dunker can also shoot, man, that puts even more pressure on the defense.
Clippers leading by 3. Bledsoe left side. Brown wide open. He fires. And the 3 off target. There's the pick. There's the drive. Rejected by Gasol.
Just great timing and great awareness from Marc Gasol. This guy is a relentless shot blocker.
To the inside. Here's Brand. No good. Good D by Gasol. And so Gasol will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. In the second quarter, held scoreless. Bledsoe with it. He's picked up by Brand. Los Angeles with another miss. Thunder trailing by 3. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Yep, that one goes. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. And Bledsoe, here we go.
And boy, his speed with the rock, especially when he puts his head down on the drive, that's remarkable. Bledsoe forcing the defender's hand there.
First trip to the line for him here.
Eric Bledsoe, free throw.
The first one falls. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Now the Thunder with it. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Next up on the schedule, the Grizzlies. That'll be a home game. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. That misses, had a chance to tie it there.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Out of bounds.
And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Leonard. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Paul George has taken some heat in recent years. He says people get so caught up in what other folks think. I'm Paul George. I don't care to be anybody else. I am who I am. You love it or you don't. Simple as that. Guys, with his player on the floor, he has answered all of his critics.
He is certainly playing at an elite level. PA, thank you.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Outdoors, when you think of players that can turn it on for the playoffs, Kawhi Leonard certainly one of them.
I think Kawhi, because of his history as an NBA champion, understands how different the playoffs are. There's a different level of physicality, a different level of pressure, and you have to be able to rise and meet that moment, and boy, Kawhi has.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Comes up empty down low.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
To the middle. Here's Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
Now, this is what his coaches like to see. Jackson making an effort to distribute the ball in that situation.
Yes, that goes in. Bridges got his first basket of the night.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Pass to George. Driving inside. And George with the stuff.
You can see there's complete trust in Paul George in pick and rolls. Fantastic at taking advantage of the defense and the separation they give him.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Here's Jackson. Now Zubac. Outside, George. Out of bounds, Clippers ball as the Clippers keep possession.
Remains LA basketball. Now, into the lineup for your Clippers.
17 seconds left in the first half. Now here's Jackson. Inside. Here's Leonard.
That's the end of the first half with the score. Your Clippers, 19. The Thunder, 14.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Clippers ahead. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Los Angeles leading by 5. George with the ball. He's picked up by Brand. Pass to Jackson. Takes a 3. And he's good on the 3 ball. Jackson's got 5 now.
I'll tell you, one thing Jackson has never lacked: confidence. I mean, when he gets a look, Reggie always believes his next shot will be his best one.
There's a screen. Here's Pokusevski. He's covered by Leonard. Clock at 4. Here's Brand. He gets that one.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And, boy, that's a terrific start right there.
And there's the defensive 3-second call. And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
I think fans can appreciate Kawhi's understated and quiet personality because between the lines, there's a level of focus and competitive spirit, and most importantly, productivity that you can really appreciate.
Thunder trailing by 7.
And we all know what George brings offensively, but it's his ability as a defender that stands out. Great instincts to make plays on that end of the floor.
Let's see who's the last. Coming onto the floor for your Clippers, Ivica Zubac.
Here's Jackson. He's got 5. And with Paul George in his defense, Greg, you almost forget how great of an impact it makes.
He just kind of flies under the radar with his defensive play. I mean, this guy could be considered for the Defensive Player of the Year almost every year. One of the more disruptive forces on that end of the floor.
Pass to Jerome. And there's the drive. It's tipped. Down low. Here's Brand. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Brand's got his second bucket tonight.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one is on Brand. And Doris, we know that Paul George has always been a solid passer, but his assist numbers have been trending up.
Yeah, he's been willing of late to take on more playmaking responsibilities. The skill set was there. It's just early in his career, they needed him to be the lead scorer. Now you're talking about a guy you've got to game plan against as a scorer and as a passer.
Back to Brand, the 10-footer. A second chance effort. Good. That one on target from Roby.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Here's Leonard. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Leonard's got 9.
Well, the strength of Kawhi Leonard's game is in the painted area. He is so consistent as a finisher.
Here's Roby.
2 minutes remaining in the
to Brand.
2 minutes.
Here's Roby. From 15 feet away. That one off the back iron and out. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. It's a 5-point game. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip.
Yeah, really smart move by Paul George. Feeds a ready shooter instead of forcing his own shot.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, mid-range jumpers are something of a lost art these days, but they're still practiced by superstars like Kawhi Leonard. Coach Ty Lue said, why not work on the shots that teams are giving up? Down the stretch, mid-range shots win games, playoffs too. If you shoot it at a high clip, it's just as good as a 3 for me. Guys?
And they do shoot it at a good clip, and they rely on it quite a bit. David, thank you. It's Jackson with the drive, and it's good. 2 points. Jackson's got the lead up to 10 now for Los Angeles.
And good to see Jackson finish closer in. Not a guard who just chucks up threes. Can find the creases with that handle.
Here's George, and it's George finishing it off.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration, a turnover, and an easy bucket in transition. And they've really gotten on track here in the second half. After that shaky start, the field goal percentage steadily climbing. They couldn't make anything in that first break. And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Well, the passing ability on display for SGA. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander getting it done.
Bledsoe with it. Gasol on the high post. Here's Mann. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. And the Clippers lead by 11. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great effect.
It's the 4th quarter.
And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Thunder trailing by 11. Here's Mann. Pass to Bridges. Carter outside. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And Oklahoma City again with the bucket.
Yeah, and they are living and dying from beyond the arc since halftime. It's a different look than what we saw in the first half.
Lets the 3 fly. Drains the 3-pointer.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
It's Gilgeous-Alexander with the drive. Count the basket.
But because of his length, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has no issues operating near the cup.
Gasol a screen. Bledsoe with it. And it's Carter picking him up. Gasol inside. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his first.
Well, this guy is just a load on the interior. Marc Gasol uses his size, he uses his angles to get where he wants to go.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
He hits both from the stripe. We've played just over 1 minute here in the 4th quarter. Bridges outside. Pass to Giddey. To the inside. Gasol with the steal. Outside Leonard. Good on the three-point shot. And the Clippers lead by 15. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Clippers.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They've gotten out on the break over and over tonight as well. A lot of baskets coming in transition.
Now Leonard. Pass to Gasol. Outside, George. Shot clock at 5. That three off the mark.
Well, after hitting one triple in the first half, it's been all radio silence since.
Giddey, no good. Clippers leading by 13. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. No good from outside. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. Giddey, no good.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Here's Leonard. Outside for Gasol. And the Clippers miss again.
And if that's the best look you can get on a possession, you're a waste of a trip down the floor.
Well, missed opportunities, and they can certainly add up. You cannot afford to take that kind of shot.
And Leonard gets it to go.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
Boy, the three-point arc has been a major factor in what they've done here tonight. You love the aggressiveness.
And scouts question whether Gilgeous-Alexander could finish through contact. Here's your answer.
Outside for Gasol. Jackson has the open look. Off target from three-point range. Thunder trailing by 14. Pass to Mann. Carter outside. Stolen by George. And now running up the court. Leonard pushing it up. Outside, George. .119 left in the fourth quarter. 4 on the shot clock. And Leonard puts it up from deep 3. Bridges with the board.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
That's his first personal foul.
So the first one drops, and that brings them to within 10.
What a promising future for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He's long, he's athletic, he can play the 1 and the 2, and perhaps the most important thing is everyone raves about his character and his coachability.
Outside Jackson. Here's Zubac. And the shot goes down. And the Clippers lead by 11.
Convincing lead with very little time remaining, and the fans are pumped.
Well, they're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt. They know it's theirs to lose at this point.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. The shot by George, wide open. Gets to the corner and buries it.
And once they smell blood in the water, you can see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
Here's Mann. Here's Bridges. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Marcus Morris Sr.
Marcus Morris picks one up there.
Just good at drawing fouls. Bridges plays well in traffic and through the contact.
And so he hits both. And here's George. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easy. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. Once they started to really play.
Nose for his roll and them buffaloes. Custos running through them. how you loving those? Never told none of my bros. I be on the road, ducking patrol, coming through the toes, trying to keep it low. But Lord knows I need to shoot through the O. On 75, set the cruise control. It's too slow. Give it to Taj, he gon'. It ain't what you know, it's who you know. Every time it touch, it put me right back in the Super Bowl. No, this ain't quality, that was on my mama's stove with a. I hit it with them ice chips and ramen noodle bowls.
The last time must come. Yeah, it's original.
Silly cause available free. Hey yo, BBS is super froze. Coop ain't got no roof for those. My uncle and his partner, he got and lately I've been curving, but I get stupid chose. About to drop 1,000 in my them foreign cars on board with them. About to toss that DeLorean them. The whip I need a space coupe and Doc dropping that DeLorean. Michael J. Fox jumping out, Michael J. Hop. Rapper can't drop, Rolex say I'm on my 8 watch. Wait, stop, 7-figure, still at the stove. On my deep dominoes and my Houston getting Papados. My Dominicano about to I'm just souls over the drove. Hit the county, I was in the hole with some black stones, solid foes. I'm checked in, blessed in. Big Bunny, Rabbit, Don Dada. I remember when I seen a rapper do a spot for 1-800 Crime Stoppers. I remember being on the run. Up in the Ramada. Crime Lord, on Vice Lord. I'm the underground king, Godfather. What?